What if the most dangerous threat facing the British monarchy wasn't coming from outside the palace gates, but from inside the family itself, where loyalty, legacy, and power are now colliding behind closed doors, and where Prince William may already be making decisions that could permanently reshape the future of the British royal family before King Charles III can stop it? Because right now, according to reports, palace insiders are describing something far more serious than a simple family disagreement, and at the center of this growing storm stands Prince William, the future king, refusing to bend, refusing to compromise, and most importantly, refusing to allow Prince Harry back into the institutional heart of the monarchy, no matter how much pressure may be coming from King Charles III, senior advisors, or even those who still believe reconciliation is possible. And when a man like Prince William, known inside palace walls for patience, calculation, and absolute discipline, decides to dig in his heels, history suggests something much bigger is unfolding. But here's where the story takes a dramatic turn, because while Prince William appears focused on protecting the crown, another battle is quietly developing behind government doors, and that battle centers on Prince Harry, security, politics, and a timeline that simply does not make sense. Former Royal Protection Chief Dai Davies, a man who once directly oversaw Prince Harry's security operation, has now publicly stated that a threat level assessment should take 7 days, not 7 weeks, not several months, but 7 days. And yet the current review connected to Prince Harry's United Kingdom protection request has now stretched for more than 4 months, creating a question that no official statement has fully answered. Why would a process designed to be operational suddenly become political? And this is where everything changes. Because once you start following the timing, the contradictions begin stacking up faster than anyone inside Buckingham Palace may have expected. Reports suggest different branches of government are leaking different outcomes, some claiming Prince Harry's protection request has already been approved in principle, while other insiders claim the request is being actively blocked. Meanwhile, royal aides are said to be furious, not simply because of taxpayer optics, but because every delay increases public scrutiny. So ask yourself this: does this sound like routine security? Or does this sound like institutional negotiation? While those questions continue to grow louder, Prince William, the future king, appears to be making a completely different calculation. According to multiple insider reports, Prince William is no longer looking at Prince Harry as a family issue. Prince William appears to be looking at Prince Harry as an institutional risk. That distinction changes everything. Because while Meghan Markle and Prince Harry continue building their public life in California, signing media deals, publishing memoirs, and maintaining global visibility, Prince William, Prince of Wales, reportedly believes that bringing Prince Harry back into the monarchy would not heal the institution. It would simply create new material to monetize. And if that assessment is true, then Prince William may already be fighting the most important battle of his royal career. Because this is no longer about brother versus brother. This is about succession. This is about control. This is about who gets to define the future of the monarchy. And as Prince William strengthens his position, another figure continues quietly reinforcing public confidence. Catherine, Princess of Wales, also widely known as Kate Middleton, whose stability, discipline, and global popularity have become essential to the monarchy's long-term survival. Together, Prince William and Catherine, Princess of Wales, are increasingly being viewed not simply as heirs, but as the firewall protecting the institution from collapse, controversy, and reputational damage. But what happens when that firewall begins directly opposing the wishes of the reigning king? That may be exactly where Buckingham Palace finds itself tonight. Because reports now suggest King Charles III still hopes for some form of reconciliation with Prince Harry, perhaps even a carefully controlled return in limited capacity, while Prince William appears unwilling to allow even the smallest opening. And if that power struggle is real, then this may be the first visible sign that the transition to the next reign has already begun, even before the crown officially changes hands. So what would you do if you were Prince William, the future king? Would you choose family? Or would you choose the monarchy? Because what happens next may not simply decide Prince Harry's future. What happens next may decide whether the House of Windsor enters its strongest era, or its most dangerous one yet. And in the next part, the conflict grows even darker, because hidden legal battles, leaked palace briefings, and a controversial new Princess Diana project may reveal why Prince William is tightening control now more than ever. If you're following this story closely, subscribe now, because the deeper we go, the more Buckingham Palace starts looking less like a family, and more like a battlefield. If Prince William's quiet resistance was already raising alarms inside Buckingham Palace, What emerged next may explain why palace insiders are now describing this moment as one of the most sensitive internal battles since the final years of Diana, Princess of Wales, because behind the headlines about reconciliation, security, and public image, another battlefield has quietly opened. And this time the fight is not simply about Prince Harry returning to Britain. This fight is about evidence, legal exposure, public credibility, and whether the Sussex narrative can survive what may be coming next. Because while Prince William, the future king, continues reinforcing institutional boundaries around the monarchy, Prince Harry, Duke of Sussex, is now facing something far more dangerous than public criticism, and that danger is documentation. Reports suggest multiple legal matters involving Prince Harry are no longer being shaped by carefully selected interviews, streaming platforms, memoir launches, or friendly media partnerships, but instead by courtrooms, sworn testimony, internal emails, official records, and discovery processes that do not negotiate with celebrity status. And when public narratives begin colliding with legal records, everything changes. Take a moment and think about that. What happens when a story built through emotional interviews suddenly meets documentary evidence? What happens when private communications start speaking louder than public statements? Because according to emerging reports, one of the most closely watched developments now involves the charity Centibale, the organization Prince Harry helped build in memory of Princess Diana. What once symbolized compassion, purpose, and legacy is now being pulled into a legal environment involving governance questions, internal disputes, and documentation that may eventually become part of the public record. And this is exactly where Prince William may have seen the danger long before everyone else. Because Prince William, Prince of Wales, has spent years building a public image based on discipline, service, and institutional continuity, while Prince Harry, Duke of Sussex, has spent the last several years building a very different brand, one centered around personal truth, emotional vulnerability, and public criticism of the institution that raised Prince Harry. Neither strategy is accidental. But only one strategy survives when evidence enters the room. And that brings us to the next twist. Reports also suggest another separate legal challenge involving Prince Harry's immigration disclosures in the United States continues drawing attention, while past media-related testimony has reportedly produced contradictions that critics are now revisiting with renewed intensity. Whether those claims ultimately lead anywhere remains uncertain, and as always, reports should be treated carefully, but what cannot be ignored is the growing pattern. The pattern is documentation. The pattern is cross-checking. The pattern is institutional memory meeting recorded evidence. So ask yourself this. If Prince William, the future king, is watching multiple legal fronts develop around Prince Harry at the same time, would Prince William risk bringing Prince Harry back into official royal life right now? Or would Prince William do exactly what palace insiders say Prince William is doing? Strengthening the walls before the next storm arrives. Because according to reports, Prince William's internal position is becoming clearer with every passing week. Palace sources claim Prince William no longer views Prince Harry solely through the lens of family history, childhood memories, or emotional reconciliation. Palace insiders claim Prince William now views Prince Harry through the lens of succession planning, risk management, and long-term institutional survival. And if those reports are accurate, then Prince William may already be preparing not for the next royal event, but for the next royal era. Meanwhile, standing beside Prince William with quiet consistency is Catherine, Princess of Wales, also known globally as Kate Middleton, whose popularity, restraint, and public trust continue strengthening the future image of the monarchy at precisely the moment public confidence matters most. That contrast matters. Because while controversy creates headlines, stability creates succession. While interviews create attention, consistency creates legitimacy. And while Prince Harry and Meghan Markle continue attracting global media coverage, Prince William and Catherine, Princess of Wales, continue building something even more powerful: public confidence. But just when Buckingham Palace may have believed that legal pressure was the biggest threat, another development quietly emerged that could reshape one of the most emotionally sensitive royal narratives of all. Princess Diana. Private recordings. Unreleased audio. And a documentary project that is already raising difficult questions inside royal circles. Why now? Why this production team? And why are some insiders reportedly worried that Princess Diana's voice may not be presented exactly as Princess Diana originally intended? Because what may be hidden inside those recordings could affect not only the memory of Diana, Princess of Wales, but the future image of Prince William, King Charles III, and the entire royal family. And in the next section, The Princess Diana mystery becomes impossible to ignore, because what palace insiders reportedly discovered about the production company may reveal why Prince William is moving faster than ever behind closed doors. If you're enjoying this deep dive into Prince William, Prince Harry, King Charles III, Meghan Markle, and the future of the monarchy, subscribe now, because the deeper this story goes, the harder it becomes to look away. Just when Buckingham Palace appeared consumed by the growing conflict between Prince William and Prince Harry, and just when legal pressure surrounding the Sussex story seemed serious enough on its own, a completely different development began surfacing behind the scenes. And according to multiple reports, this development may be even more emotionally explosive. Because this time the name at the center of the storm is not Prince Harry, not Meghan Markle, and not even King Charles III, this time. The name that could reshape the future of the monarchy all over again is Diana, Princess of Wales. Because reports suggest a major new documentary centered on Princess Diana is now being prepared for release around the 30th anniversary of Princess Diana's passing, and under normal circumstances that announcement alone would create worldwide attention, emotional reflection, and historic curiosity. But according to insiders, what is raising eyebrows inside royal circles is not simply the documentary itself. What is raising alarms is who may be controlling the narrative. And this is where the story becomes deeply personal for Prince William, the future king. Because Prince William, Prince of Wales, is not simply the heir to the throne. Prince William is also Princess Diana's son. Prince William is also the guardian of Princess Diana's public legacy. And Prince William may now be watching one of the most powerful stories in royal history being prepared for global release by people whose motives are already being questioned. So ask yourself this. If your mother's private voice was about to be reintroduced to the world, would you trust outsiders to control that story? Or would you fight to protect every word? Because according to reports, the documentary will reportedly include archival material connected to recordings Princess Diana made in the early 1990s. Recordings that were originally connected to the explosive biography that permanently changed public understanding of the monarchy. Those recordings captured Princess Diana speaking with honesty, emotional depth, and institutional awareness that shocked the world. But here is where everything becomes complicated. Reports suggest only a small portion of those recordings has ever been publicly released, meaning hours of Princess Diana's own voice may still remain unheard by the public. And suddenly the question becomes impossible to ignore. Why now? Why release this material in this exact moment? Why during a period when Prince William, the future king, and Catherine, Princess of Wales, also known globally as Kate Middleton, are becoming the central symbols of the monarchy's next era? Coincidence? Or strategic timing? Because according to reports, some observers have begun questioning the production company behind this documentary, noting past royal connections, past access to palace projects, and previous collaborations that naturally raise questions about editorial independence. That does not prove manipulation, and reports should always be treated carefully, but the timing alone is enough to create speculation. And speculation inside royal circles often means one thing: someone knows something. Meanwhile, Prince William, Prince of Wales, has spent years carefully shaping a succession narrative built around trust, stability, and continuity, while Catherine, Princess of Wales, continues strengthening public confidence through discipline, service, and carefully measured visibility. That image matters. Because the public does not simply see Prince William and Catherine, Princess of Wales, as popular royals. The public increasingly sees Prince William and Catherine, Princess of Wales, as the emotional continuation of Princess Diana's legacy. And if a documentary suddenly reframes Princess Diana in ways that challenge public memory, soften past institutional tensions, or reshape emotional history, the consequences could reach far beyond television ratings. The consequences could directly affect succession. And this may explain why Prince William is reportedly moving with unusual caution. Because Prince William understands something many people overlook. Control of history is control of the future. And if Prince William, the future king, believes Princess Diana's legacy is being edited, softened, or strategically repositioned at the exact moment the monarchy is preparing for generational transition, Prince William may see that not as entertainment, but as institutional risk. Now think about this. Why would Princess Diana's story suddenly become strategically important at the same time Prince Harry's rehabilitation story is growing louder? At the same time King Charles III reportedly hopes for reconciliation. At the same time Meghan Markle, the Duchess of Sussex, continues commanding global media attention. And at the same time, anti-monarchy voices are becoming more organized? Does that timing feel accidental to you? Or does that timing feel carefully aligned? Because according to some reports, Prince William's inner circle increasingly believes the next battle for the monarchy will not be fought through official speeches, public ceremonies, or state events. The next battle may be fought through narrative, through memory, through media, through emotional ownership of Princess Diana herself. And if that battle is already underway, Prince William may be preparing not simply to inherit the crown. Prince William may be preparing to defend the very story that makes the crown emotionally legitimate in the first place. But just when this Diana mystery already feels impossible to ignore, another pressure point is quietly building outside palace walls. And this time the threat may not come from family conflict or documentaries. This time the challenge may come from organized political movements, openly questioning whether the monarchy should even survive. And when Prince William sees that storm approaching, everything may change faster than anyone expected. If you're following this unfolding battle involving Prince William, Catherine, Princess of Wales, Prince Harry, Meghan Markle, King Charles III, and the future of the royal family, subscribe now, because in the next chapter, Buckingham Palace may face its most public challenge yet. And Prince William may be the last line of defense. Just as the battle over Princess Diana's legacy was beginning to raise uncomfortable questions inside Buckingham Palace, another threat started building far beyond royal corridors, far beyond family tensions, and far beyond the carefully controlled walls of the institution itself, because according to growing reports, the next challenge facing British royal family may not come from Prince Harry, may not come from Meghan Markle, and may not even come from internal palace disagreements. The next challenge may come from a growing movement openly questioning whether the monarchy should exist at all. And if that sounds dramatic, what happens next may feel even more unsettling. Because while Prince William, the future king, continues fighting private battles involving succession, family loyalty, and institutional control, reports suggest organized anti-monarchy campaigns are becoming louder, better funded, more professionally structured, and increasingly focused on media optics designed to create one powerful image for the world. An image of a monarchy losing control. And Prince William appears to understand exactly how dangerous that image can become. Because modern institutions are not defeated only by scandal. Modern institutions are defeated by narrative, by repetition, by perception, by carefully framed public emotion. And this is where everything begins connecting. Reports suggest activist organizations opposing the monarchy are planning increasingly visible demonstrations near places closely associated with the crown, including Buckingham Palace, using coordinated messaging, media-ready visuals, and carefully timed public appearances designed to maximize international coverage. Now ask yourself this. If cameras capture hundreds of protest signs outside Buckingham Palace, but millions of viewers never see the broader public support for the monarchy, what story gets remembered? What image shapes the next generation? And Prince William, the future king, appears to know that perception can be more dangerous than protest itself. Because while critics continue attacking royal privilege, public spending, inherited titles, and institutional tradition, supporters of the monarchy continue pointing to something very different. Economic influence, cultural continuity, diplomatic soft power, tourism, and global recognition that few institutions on earth can replicate. And at the center of that economic and emotional value increasingly stand Prince William and Catherine, Princess of Wales, also known worldwide as Kate Middleton. That matters. Because public trust does not simply keep institutions alive. Public trust creates succession legitimacy. And according to reports, favorability surrounding Prince William and Catherine, Princess of Wales remains dramatically stronger than many other public figures connected to the royal story, creating a strategic reality that Buckingham Palace cannot ignore. Prince William is no longer simply the next king. Prince William may already be the monarchy's strongest public asset. And that may explain why every move Prince William makes now appears calculated for long-term stability rather than short-term emotional repair. Because while some reports suggest King Charles III may still hope for softer outcomes involving Prince Harry, Prince William reportedly appears focused on something much larger than family healing. Prince William appears focused on institutional survival. And once you see that lens, every recent move begins looking different. Prince Harry's delayed security negotiations. Meghan Markle's continuing media visibility. The Princess Diana documentary controversy. Legal pressures. Public activism. Political debate. None of it feels isolated anymore. It begins feeling connected. And this is where the political dimension becomes impossible to ignore. Because according to reports, even discussions about the long-term future of the monarchy are beginning to surface in broader public conversation with greater intensity than many royal watchers expected. Whether those discussions lead anywhere remains uncertain, but the symbolism alone matters. Because once the future of an institution becomes part of mainstream political language, the conversation changes. The pressure changes. The stakes change. And Prince William, the future king, appears to know exactly what that means. So ask yourself this. If Prince William inherited the crown tomorrow, would Prince William be stepping into a celebration? Or stepping onto a battlefield? Because at this moment, Prince William is not simply preparing for ceremonial duties. Prince William may be preparing for ideological conflict. Prince William may be preparing for narrative warfare. Prince William may be preparing to defend not only the crown, but the very relevance of monarchy in the modern world. And standing beside Prince William through that transformation remains Catherine, Princess of Wales, whose quiet discipline, trusted public image, and global emotional connection continue strengthening the succession story in ways even critics struggle to dismiss. Together, Prince William and Catherine, Princess of Wales, are not simply being watched. Prince William and Catherine, Princess of Wales, are being measured by the public, by political observers, by palace insiders, and perhaps most importantly, by history itself. But just when Prince William seems to be holding the line against outside pressure, inside pressure, media pressure, and political pressure, one final conflict may force the monarchy to reveal its true direction. Because the unresolved question of Prince Harry's return, the growing tension with King Charles III, and the future of the House of Windsor may all collide in a single decision that changes everything. So what happens when father and son stop negotiating and start choosing sides? That answer may arrive sooner than anyone expected. If you're following this extraordinary battle involving Prince William, Catherine, Princess of Wales, Prince Harry, Meghan Markle, King Charles III, Buckingham Palace, and the future of the monarchy, subscribe now, because the final chapter may reveal which vision of the royal family survives, and which one disappears forever. And now, after weeks of conflicting headlines, months of unanswered questions, whispered palace briefings, growing legal pressure, public activism, and a succession story that appears to be accelerating faster than anyone outside royal circles fully understands, one final question remains hanging over British royal family like a storm cloud that refuses to move. When the moment finally comes, who will define the future of the monarchy? King Charles III, the reigning monarch still balancing duty with family emotion, or Prince William, the future king who appears increasingly determined to protect the institution at any cost? Because if everything we have explored so far is connected, and reports strongly suggest that it is, then the delayed security negotiations surrounding Prince Harry, the growing public scrutiny surrounding Meghan Markle, the legal documentation emerging across multiple fronts, the Princess Diana documentary controversy, the political conversation around the monarchy, and the increasingly visible public positioning of Prince William may all be pointing toward one unavoidable truth. The transition may have already begun. Not formally, not ceremonially, not publicly, but structurally. And if Prince William, the future king, has already begun shaping the monarchy behind palace walls, then many of the decisions the public sees today may no longer be temporary reactions. Those decisions may be blueprints. And this is where everything becomes impossible to ignore. Because according to reports, palace insiders increasingly describe Prince William not as an heir waiting patiently in the background, but as an institutional force already carrying enormous influence over succession planning, internal strategy, family boundaries, and long-term reputation management. That matters because Prince William is not simply preparing to inherit a crown. Prince William may already be deciding what version of the monarchy survives long enough to be inherited. So ask yourself this. If Prince William truly believes that bringing Prince Harry back into official royal life creates long-term institutional risk, would Prince William ever reverse course? Would Prince William allow emotion to outweigh evidence? Or has Prince William already made the hardest decision of Prince William's public life? Because every recent signal appears to point in one direction. The withdrawal of invitations, the tightening of access, the silence surrounding reconciliation, the careful elevation of Catherine, Princess of Wales, also known around the world as Kate Middleton. The renewed focus on service, discipline, visibility, and continuity. None of that feels accidental. It feels strategic. And if Prince William, Prince of Wales, truly sees the next decade as a fight for institutional survival, then Prince William may believe the monarchy can no longer afford emotional ambiguity. Prince William may believe the monarchy must choose clarity. And clarity often comes with consequences. Meanwhile, Prince Harry, Duke of Sussex, continues occupying one of the most unusual positions in modern royal history, because Prince Harry remains globally recognized, emotionally connected to millions, and permanently linked to the legacy of Princess Diana. Yet Prince Harry also remains structurally separated from the institution that created Prince Harry's public identity in the first place. That contradiction remains unresolved. And unresolved contradictions often become historical turning points. Now think about this. What happens if Prince Harry receives security support but no institutional reintegration? What happens if Prince Harry remains connected by blood, but permanently separated by structure? What happens if Prince Harry never officially returns? Not because King Charles III refuses, but because Prince William refuses? That possibility may be closer than many royal watchers want to admit. Because at the same time Prince William continues strengthening internal boundaries, Catherine, Princess of Wales, continues becoming something even more important than a popular royal. Catherine, Princess of Wales, is becoming a symbol of continuity, a symbol of emotional stability, a symbol of trust. And when Prince William and Catherine, Princess of Wales, appear together, the public is not simply seeing the next king and queen. The public may already be seeing the next era. And that may explain why even the smallest movement involving Prince William, Catherine, Princess of Wales, King Charles III, Prince Harry, or Meghan Markle now creates global headlines. Because the world is no longer simply watching royal family drama. The world may be watching a transfer of power happening in slow motion. And this brings us to the most important question of all. When history looks back at this chapter of the monarchy, will history remember King Charles III as the king who tried to heal a divided family? Or will history remember Prince William, the future king, as the leader who accepted personal pain in order to protect the crown? And perhaps the bigger question is this. If you were Prince William, would you choose forgiveness? Or would you choose survival? Because one thing feels clearer now than ever before. Behind the palace gates, behind the headlines, behind every carefully managed appearance, the future of the monarchy may already be decided. We just haven't been officially told yet. If you followed this full story about Prince William, Catherine, Princess of Wales, King Charles III, Prince Harry, Meghan Markle, Buckingham Palace, succession, and the future of the royal family all the way to the end, make sure you subscribe, turn on notifications, and share your thoughts below, because your perspective matters, and the next chapter in this extraordinary royal story may arrive sooner than anyone expects.